You can't just push a button and expect everything to go back to normal. So why is the Biden administration pretending like you can? Joining me now from Power the Future, where he serves as executive director. He is an energy expert. Daniel Turner is back. So is the question drilling, or is the question the capacity to refine more of what we get out of the ground?
Well, we definitely have refining problems. We haven't built a refinery since 1977. So we do need more refineries. And they're always stopped, right? They're stopped by radical green groups. They're stopped by lawsuits. So we haven't had success there. But we really have a supply problem. And quite frankly, the Biden administration knows this. They know they have to increase the supply, which is why he keeps releasing oil from the strategic petroleum reserves, and why he's going next month with the Saudis and asking them to increase supply. So for the White House to say, well, it's not a supply problem, their own actions show quite frankly, they show the opposite.
So that's what I was saying last night. You know, he's saying this is an incredible opportunity for us to all go green. First of all, people can't afford to go green. They can't afford a $60,000 electric vehicle. I'm sure a lot of people really wish they could. And the grids that power those vehicles mostly run on fossil fuels. But you bring up a really good point. And that is, you know, the president is demonizing oil companies, which are very necessary right now, and, you know, threatening them with emergency powers and demonizing them, saying that they're just gouging Americans, like they're sitting on this magical stash of oil that they're withholding so they can make more money. But the president is going to go over to Saudi Arabia and treat them like royalty.
Yeah, I wish he would just treat us as nicely as he treated the Saudis, right? He has sent envoys to Venezuela. He sent envoys to Iran to try to get them to release more oil or produce more and have it get into the global market. So I just wonder, you know, last I saw in the oil and gas industry in America, we let women drive. Right, we didn't throw gays from rooftops. They do in Iran. Yeah. They do in Saudi Arabia.
Absolutely.
Why are you so much nicer to these other countries? Why do you speak with such disdain, like true anger? You see the wrath of Joe Biden, not when he talks about the Chinese or the Saudis or the Iranians. You see the true anger of Joe Biden when he talks about American industries or American interest groups that he doesn't like. It's pretty remarkable.
You know, one of the talking points from the left, there are two. One is this is a global problem, and, you know, oil is a global consortium, and we can't control that. And the president has given all these oil companies 9,000 new leases, and they're just not drilling. They're choosing not to drill. Are both of those things true?
No, they're both false. And it's funny how these narratives only came up now, right? When the evil orange man was president, the guy who they told us for 4 years was in the pocket of big oil, right? That was the expression. Trump's a stooge of the big oil industry. It's funny how there was never any price gouging accusations, right? They never talked about greed or any of this coordinated price gouging at that period. Now, suddenly they just discovered greed now, right? We just discovered how to play all these shenanigans when Joe Biden became president. So, you know, again, if just they would work with us. Sadly, you know, I'm not an anarchist. We need to cooperate with government. Sadly, we need their support and their help. I just wish the Biden administration helped us a little more than they're willing to help other countries achieve their goals.
That's because government is so big and so powerful right now and able to extract so much from taxpayers that, you know, we need to shrink the size and scope of government. And, you know, to all the socialists who have taken hold of the Democrat Party and, you know, the left wing of this country, capitalism is a beautiful thing. The free market is wonderful. When you hamper that, you get this. So government encroachment is to blame for all of this. I don't know what it'll take for the pendulum to swing back to rationality, but I will be here for it with my gas-powered vehicle. Daniel, always good to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, Daniel Turner. Look at that. Look at the big brain on Daniel. Meanwhile, Wall Street traders say a recession is